Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is GGF bringing you episode 9 of Let's Try the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered. Just getting a little situated and comfortable here. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm ready to check out more of this pretty awesome and amazing remaster with me. We are kicking it in Cyrodiil, old school style, yet with a new game. Virtuous actually did the remaster, did a fantastic bang-up job of it. Slow Dara Azul. I don't have anything under Therendal. Just in case you guys were ever curious, that was my first just tinkering around character. I didn't realize it'd be saved. But I actually do really like the name Therendal. It just kind of came to me. I'm sure I'm not the first one to use that name. Not that I would be care in any way, but I'm just saying, don't credit me with creating it or anything. Just thought it was an interesting name, but here we are. Outside of Chorrol, let's talk to some peeps and see what's what. Nardiel.
If you are looking to buy a horse, go inside and talk to Bongond.
Bongond. Well, you're not too happy to see me, are you, Nardiel?
The Chestnut Handy Stables now offers to protect your horse. Seems handy enough.
Oh, horse armor?
Goodbye.
You telling me there's horse armor here? Let's come inside. North Country Stables. Just having a look around, sir. If you have any venison, that'd be awesome. I actually don't want to steal anything because unless it's a repair or pure gold. Well, he doesn't actually see me. Because it's just essentially more weight that I have to carry right now that I can't utilize. Hello, Bongond.
I run the North Country Stables. Are you interested in a horse?
Buy a horse.
There are no finer chestnut horses to be found anywhere in Cyrodiil. They are not as hardy as most, but only the black horse is faster.
Change my mind.
What a pity. If you change your mind, we have a fine selection of chestnut horses.
Alrighty.
Bye.
No horse armor, though. Manual of Arms. This manual is commissioned by General Warhaft to serve as a guide and manual to arms and weapons for all Imperial officers in the field. Obviously, a soldier's weaponry should reflect his skills. Skill with a blade is recommended for daggers, short swords, long swords, and claymores. Skill with blunt weapons is desirable to wield the war axe, mace, battle axe, and warhammer. To the uninitiated, axes and hammers may seem to be very different weapons, but the rhythm, drill, and physical strength used by both weapon types are virtually identical. Only those with marksman skills should be outfitted with the bow. Most of these weapons are commonly used in combination with the shield. The claymore, battle axe, and warhammer, however, require both hands to use. These two-handed weapons are best suited to heavily armored knights, berserkers, and those soldiers that hold the flanks of the line. Arms have been made from many materials over the ages, and each material varies in weight, durability, and cost. These materials are here ranked in order of desirability and cost, with cheapest and least desirable listed first: iron, steel, silver, dwarven, elven, glass, ebony, and finally daedric. Some armorers correctly observe that silver weapons are slightly less durable than steel. Nonetheless, its unique ability to affect ghosts, wraiths, and certain types of daedric creatures is undisputed. That's silver. Bows can be made with laminated cores of the same materials. This provides a higher tensile strength and therefore greater power on the draw. The materials used in the arrow, particularly in the arrowhead, can affect its mass and penetration. Thus, the quality of the bow and the end of the arrow are taken together to determine the weapon's overall armor penetration. Enchanted weapons are mentioned in virtually every fable and song. The magic on such items lies dormant until they strike an opponent. At that moment, the enchantment is activated, causing distress and injury to the target. Enchantments on bows are transferred to the arrow at the moment of release. Should the arrow have an enchantment of its own, however, the missile now carries both enchantments and delivers them to the target. An enchanted weapon has a limited reservoir of magicka. Each blow drains some of its reserves until finally it is drained dry. The enchantment can be recharged by arcane processes involving soul gems. The more powerful the soul in the gem, the more magicka is restored to the item. Come on, don't look at me again. Oh. Oh, there goes your book. Alright, buddy. Back to the Great Forest. And let's head into Chorrol.
We're here to serve.
Hey, buddy. Rumors in Chorrol?
I understand the Fighters Guild is hiring new members. Not bad work for some folks.
Fighters Guild? What do you know about Hieronymus Lex?
Yeah, I've heard of him. Isn't he a soldier or a guardsman in the Imperial City?
Mm-hmm. You know about the Grey Fox?
He's that thief that the Imperial Watch are always going on about. He likes to steal from rich folk.
Right.
You too.
You too. Chorrol South Gate. We get to see Chorrol for the first time. Let's go, son. Alteration Magic has a shield spell that temporarily reduces the damage your enemies do to you in combat. Very useful. And here we are. Oh, it's beautiful. Wow. Oh my gosh. Acrobatics increase to 22 with that little jump. Wow. Amazing sculpture. It's raining. The streets are getting wet. That is awesome. You have dogs following you. Hello.
It's you. Hi. I'm Rena Bruyant. I love dogs. Doesn't everyone?
Even she's getting wet. Oh my gosh. Chorrol?
They probably call us the dog people here in town. Ramalis and I love dogs. We have quite a few. So sweet and well-behaved you wouldn't believe.
Aww. Rumors?
Renald Germain has terrible memory. We've met many times, but when I saw him in Shadenil, he walked right past me like we were strangers.
Okay. Renald Germain?
Yes, it's quite odd. Reynold, who I've bumped into several times in Chorrol, acted like I was a complete stranger. Also, he seems sober, which is a refreshing change. Usually Reynold is stumbling around Chorrol drunk as can be. Very odd, but then it's really none of my business.
Quest added, separated at birth.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh, Kazune. Kazune, Bailey. Let's see what we've got here. The Oak and Crozier. Wow. And it's getting progressively darker and rainier. Let's go in and explore a little bit of Chorrol. Find a merchant, as well as maybe a spell seller, something like that. Cerulean Biller's wine. Hello.
Hi there.
Fellow Khajiit, Talasma.
Welcome to the Oak and Crozier. This one is Talasma, your hostess. Our rooms and food are at your disposal.
Oh, you're cute. Chorrol?
The Oak and Crozier is the place of choice for well-bred visitors to Chorrol. The Grey Mare is more suitable for others.
Bartering?
Can I interest you in some of my wares?
And apparently I missed the barter button, I think. I think someone said that I missed something about bartering. Intercell. Oh, haggle. There it is. Haggle. Right. See, we should have been doing this at the start. Her disposition 65. Our skills apprentice. Okay. She's a 65, which is pretty good. Let's try it right there. I don't know if she agrees. She's only got 50 gold. But I guess we can sell her some stuff here. She'll buy beer. Cheap wine. Restore fatigue 10 points. Drain a bunch of other stuff. 4 of them for 8. Crab meat, restore endurance. Mead, restore fatigue 2 points. Drain willpower and intelligence. Sell another mead.
That's more than I'd usually pay.
Lettuce. Cure poison. Night eye. We don't need night eye. Sell it for 44. Bong bong. Respite, sorcery, rat meat. We don't need 20 of them. We can easily sell 14 of them. Disbelief, resist magic, dispel on self, fire shield. Okay. Flour, restore fatigue, Nernru, pear, potato. 4 restore fatigue, rice. Shield. 26 fly amanita. Makes a burden poison. That's cool. We can maybe put that on some arrows or something. We have 2.6 pounds of amanita. All this other stuff we can just hang on to. See what she has. Bunch of food herself. Does she have venison? A vintage 45. Fortify health 12 points for 2 minutes. 8 points for the Surly Brothers wine. Sweet roll. Fortify health 14 points. Tamika vintage 415. 10 points for West Weald. No venison. Does anything else here? Restore health. Yes, the ham does. Let's buy a ham. Buy another ham. Grapes do water walking. Detect life is bread loaf. Restore health boar meat. 31 gold? No, we only have 214. Blackberry. Well, if I think about it this way, buying a potion of restore health is going to cost more than 31, so I will go ahead and buy it. Wait, maybe I can haggle more. Boar meat for 30.
I can't do that.
Offer refused. Oh, our disposition went down a little bit. Alright, let's try that.
You're trying to drive me out of business.
Offer refused. She's not being happy. Now it's 32. Got it though.
Tell your friends about me.
Indeed. Goodbye.
You too.
You too. Anyone in here during this time of day? Like I said, I don't really want to steal. New Tombstone series. The Blackhurst Courier. Quillweed plans new Doomstone cycle. Doomstone's not magical, says noted Argonian writer. The author of The Goblin with the Golden Arm and Red Crater plans a new series of historical works set in the early days of the Roman Emperors. The stories will center around the sorcerers and battle mages that play such a prominent part in the legends of the Roman Emperors' rapid rise to power in the closing years of the Second Era. She plans to call the series The Paths of the Doomstones. The Argonian authoress declined to reveal any details of the characters and themes of these books. However, Quillweave clearly has quite ambitious plans for this series, since she plans titles to correspond with each of Cyrodiil's 21 Doomstones. These ancient monuments are scattered throughout Cyrodiil, and each is known in legend by its own name. I always carefully research my subjects, Quillweave says, and I find no evidence at all to support the popular notion that these runestones were once artifacts of great magical power. She noted that 13 of these stones are associated with the common birth signs by which people have always marked the aspects of the heavens when children are born. Such stones as the Mage Stone and the Serpent Stone were certainly associated with the primitive sky worships of the beast folk of the Mythic era. Other stones like the Etheria Stone and the Magnus Stone were also doubtless associated with other long-forgotten cults. The courier asked Quillweave why she might choose to abandon the popular tales of thieves, outlaws, murderers, and lowlifes that have made her so famous in Cyrodiil and throughout the Empire. She explained that she has long sought material with more mature and epic themes to celebrate the noble virtues of Cyrodiil and the Empire. She assured the courier that she will fit the Doomstone series with the lusty and colorful characters we've come to know and love. But this time, Quillweave says, my characters will uproot trees, devastate cities, and summon rains of boiling blood before slipping away to explore the private and intimate mysteries of the heart. Doomstones, I don't know anything about those. I don't remember anything Doomstones in the original game. We're over here just looking. So you never know what you're going to find, like a newspaper or something. Oh, if only we had a fence or something that we could sell some of this stuff.
Greetings to you.
Guide to Chorrol. Oh, hello, you turned around. Alright, let's just head upstairs and see if there's anything up here. Bunch of books. More books. A reading nook by the window. Assassination. Cheap wine. Eastern Provinces Book of Daedra. Different guides. Ooh, the Argonian account. Book 4. Do they have books that give magical, like, different skills in this one? I think so. 20 points for the Argonian account. Book 4 by Wafin Jart. Or Wahin Jart. Let's grab a guide to Chorrol, so we know what we're doing here. Alicia Otis's Guide to Chorrol. Praise Stendarr, the Nine, and all the saints. My name is Alicia Otis, and I'd like to tell you about the town of Chorrol, Castle Chorrol. Chorrol is the county seat of County Chorrol and is ruled by Countess Ariana Valga, a very proper woman and mother of the beautiful and virtuous Alessia Caro, Countess of Leyawiin. Countess Ariana is a devout and righteous follower of Akatosh and sets a fine example for her people by her devotions in the Chapel of Stendarr. Her husband, Count Charles Valga, was a staunch defender of the faith and follower of Stendarr, and his death in battle against the heathen Nord clansmen of Skyrim was greatly lamented by his people. Alessia Caro has been a good husband to Count Marius of Leyawiin and a dutiful daughter, and she is often seen visiting Chorrol and her saintly mother. She's the Countess of Leyawiin and the daughter of Valga, Ariana. I'm also pleased to report that the castle mage is a righteous and goodly servant of the Nine, unlike so many wizards who neglect the chapel and the faith. Chanel offers magical training for those eager to smite the ungodly, and it would be much better to go to her than some wicked Mages Guild hedge wizard. The Countess holds court every day in the fine Great Hall, except on Sundas, of course. She has a very fine herald and steward, and the castle is neat and well ordered. It has a strong dungeon jail for evildoers, although I'm sorry to say that the guards are often lax in their duties and fail to arrest and lock up the various beggars and thieves and gamblers and cheats who idle in the streets. One sec, guys. As you can hear, my voice is a little raspy. In my water bottle. See if that helps. Districts of Chorrol. There are 5 main districts of Chorrol. When you enter the gate, you find yourself in Fountain Gate, before the fine pool and statue of Saint of Sankar Tor, in memory of all who died in that great battle. Around the fountain are the 2 inns, the general store and the smith. 1 street leads east to the castle, 1 north to Great Oak Place, 1 west to Chapel Street in West Chorrol. Chapel Street leads west to the chapel, past the bookstore, and thence to the crude shacks gathered around the well of West Chorrol. Around Great Oak Place are the Mages Guild and Fighters Guild, and many fine houses. The Chapel of Stendarr. Chapel of Stendarr is beautiful and perfect for a traveler's meditations, or mediations, and prayer. Every Sundas morning you will find the best citizens gathered with their good countess for worship. You may be surprised to learn that not all people of Chorrol follow the model of their countess, for many are very idle and careless in their devotions. This is certainly the responsibility of the Fighters Guild and the Mages Guild, whose members fail to set a good example for Chorrol's citizens. The elderly priestess of the chapel, Ora Grabagrol, is a kindly, righteous soul, and it would be far better to purchase your spells from her than from the godless heathens of the Mages Guild. So the chapel also has a magic seller that sells spells, and the court wizard at the castle teaches magic. Chorrol's guilds, the Fighters Guild's members, though led by the excellent and honorable Velena Doughton, are dirty and uncouth in their speech and often to be found lazing about in their chapter house or wandering the town and engaging in loose talk. How much better it would be if they improved their characters by regular attendance at the Chapel of Stendarr. Their excellent smith is an exception, being often seen in her devotions at the chapel. The members of the Chorrol Mages Guild are, for the most part, shiftless scholars and students who spend their time reading, quarreling, and brewing foul concoctions. They are well-spoken and well-educated, but what good is such learning if they fail to improve their souls by penitence and prayer? You may purchase spells and potions from these persons, but it will only encourage them in their irreverent amusements and wicked idleness. Goods and services. The proprietor of Northern Goods and Trade, Seed Neas, is an Argonian, but unlike so many of her countrymen, she is clever, honest, and well-spoken. Isn't that remarkable? She is so accomplished that she offers training in the mercantile arts, but you will not purchase goods from her cheaply, so we should go see Seed Neas for training in mercantile at the Northern Goods and Trade. I am told by those who know that the smith of fire and steel, Rashida the Red Guard, is a very fine craftsman who offers training in her craft, and she is always to be found at the Sundas Chapel worship, but she is fresh and disrespectful, and her manners and dress leave something to be desired. She teaches repair. We could use that. Renoir's books is fairly clean and has a wide selection of books, but would you believe that I found not a single copy of 10 Commands of the 9 Divines? Nor have I ever seen the proprietress in the Chapel of Stendarr. There are only 2 places where you may purchase food and lodging. One is proper and clean, frequented by decent citizens. The other is rude and dirty, and a meeting place for drunkards, thieves, and orcs. Quite racist, this book, too. The one is... Why can't I change the book? Run by a well-dressed, dignified, and proper matron. The other is run by a careless young woman. The one is called the Oak and Crozier. The other is called the Grey Mare. I'm sure you know which one to visit if you want a clean and safe bed. Notable citizens of Chorrol. Castis Scribonia, the author, lives in Chorrol. She's a well-educated and well-traveled woman, but she writes books which I cannot recommend, for they are full of romance and gossip and other offensive and wasteful indulgences, and their heroes do not present to our children the proper models of virtue, duty, honor, and reverence that all followers of the 9 Divines must love and hold in our hearts. Shameful features of Chorrol. You will often see townsfolk gathered in mischief and loose talk around the Great Oak, near the Fighters and Mages Guild. One man, very sly, named Hondatar, knows all about the surrounding lands, and he offers to teach skills for a fee, but one never sees him in the chapel, and one suspects that he is given to profanity, strong drink, and brawling. There are many thieves and murderers in Chorrol. They even secretly teach their crafts for fees in their homes. And where's the Chorrol guard? Nowhere to be seen, I'm sorry to say. The beggars in Chorrol are dirty, but they are free of disease, cheerful, and polite. You may give a coin to one to ease your soul, but it does little to improve a beggar, for it will soon be squandered on gambling, strong spirits, and other mischief. 9 gods and 9 blessings. We will take this. We shouldn't have took it. Well, Book of Daedra. That'll be interesting, but I don't want to just read all episode. Ooh, a chest. Nothing. Guide to Chorrol. Manual of Arms. Biography of Berenzia. A less rude song. Huh. Assassination. So word has definitely reached Chorrol. Average a hard lock. Apples. 3 gold and a lockpick. Oh, cloth. I'd like to come in here and see. Gotcha. Clay plate. In the shelves, nothing. Drawers are empty. Just an empty little room. Sneak increasing. I don't think I can try the hard lock, so let's not even go for it. Yeah. Whoa. Boom. Cool. Let's get back out to Chorrol. I don't know if it's Chorrol. We'll just call it Chorrol.
Hey!
There we have Northern Goods and Trade. Perfect. I would like to get some training in Mercantile, I think was
Hello.
here.
I don't think we've met. Are you new in town?
Dharma. Yes, I am. Pleased to meet you.
Likewise. I'm always glad to meet someone new. Welcome. I'm sure my mother would be glad to meet you as well.
You look awesome, by the way. Any rumors?
You know, I think the mutton here in Chorrol is the best in all the Empire. That's good mutton.
Your mother?
My mother owns this shop. She would be glad of your business.
Okay, cool.
Farewell.
Farewell, Dharma. Oh, hello. Very easy door.
Hi there.
Cednius, there you are. Let's come up here and talk. You're going in account book 4. Can we come up here, Cednius? The Wolf Queen. Doesn't seem to be anything. Okay, this is your shop?
Only the finest wares to buy and barter at Northern Goods and Trades. I'm Cednius, the proprietor. How can I help you?
Well, what about what's up in Chorrol?
If I don't have what you need, you might try the other Chorrol merchants. Renoir's has books, fire and steel for your armor and weapons.
Right. Do you know Joffrey?
An old cleric with that name comes in now and then. Lives southeast of town on the Black Road at Waynon Priory.
Any rumors?
Reynald Germain has terrible memory. We've met many times, but when I saw him in Jaden Hall, he walked right past me like we were strangers.
Let's check out that train. Well, let's persuade, maybe.
We'll see.
She's at 62, which is... Oh, we've reached the maximum disposition. For 17 gold, I can bribe her for 6 more disposition. I think I will go ahead and do that. How do I do it? Oh, I can't. I can't do it.
Well, isn't that sweet of you?
Yeah, give you a little donation. And we'll train.
You've got a lot to learn.
Mercantile. 300. Dang. Alright, let's try bartering.
What can I interest you in?
Open easy lock. Repair hammer. That's all your touch. Your stuff. Cold touch. Touch of frenzy. Alright, so we've got a lot of stuff to go through here. She buys the crystal ball. Wait, let's haggle. Take her up to 68%. Crystal ball for 4.
Make me a better offer.
Alright, we won't be greedy. We'll take 66% of value.
That's just not reasonable.
64%. Here we go. Boar meat, crystal ball. Cheap wine. Guide to the Imperial City. We don't need that right now. Well, when we do want one, I don't know where I'll find one. Silver glass. Tan linens. Wolf pellets worth 7
a good price for a good customer.
a piece. That is, this detects life, so we'll keep some of that. Bronze amulet, 13.
That's a good deal.
Silver nugget, 10. Assassination for 0. Giveaway. Flashbolt. Letter. Leak. Steel blue into... Oh, they restore magic of the steel blues and fire damage. Nice. Shock damage on target. Lockpicks and torches. Monk shoot. Restore strength and damage intelligence. We'll sell 4 of those for 4 gold.
That's a fair deal.
26 fly amanitas. Restore agility and burden. We'll sell 6 for 6. Alright, and we're still heavy. We have to see the merchant.
Thank you for your business.
Indeed, thank you. I don't think we have 300 yet, right?
I'm willing to teach if you're willing to learn.
For some reason, the price went up to 310. We have 233. Alright, good day.
Take care.
And let's head to the smith to unload.
How are you today?
I am good, Dharma. Let's head to the local smith and get rid of some of this heavy stuff. Still raining out here. Renoir's books, I can get lots in there for days. The chapel has Chorrol and Dolian's house. The chapel has the someone who teaches, was it speechcraft? I'm not sure. Let's look for another. Hugo Belletti's house. Casta Scribonia's house. She's an author. What we've read about. Reynold Germain's house. Nothing back here. It's quick save. Let's get back around front. Come down here. Palace Odiel, maybe of the Odiel farm. Melintus Aneris' house. It's a cool looking tree. You're standing out in the rain, sir. Lazy Casloine.
I'm so hungry.
Rumors?
Hard to complain about living in Chorrol. We've got everything you need.
Chorrol. You know the Grey Fox?
He's a fairy tale. The Imperial Watch pretends there is a thief king named the Grey Fox who controls all the thieves in Cyrodiil. Of course, it's all just made up to give them an excuse to keep us down.
I can't. I'll have a coin bigger.
Thank you, kind sir.
You've got something new to say about the Grey Fox?
He's a fairy tale.
Oh.
Of course, it's all just
You still have something to tell us about
blessings
that.
of Anu upon you.
Okay, wait a minute. Let's then
I
try.
can eat for a day with a single coin.
Let's it's still lit up. So let's try persuading.
Yes.
He's at 50. Let's try persuasion.
Don't waste your flattery on me. You win this one.
He doesn't like boast or
I
joke.
doubt it. I like that. A lot.
We lost some.
Don't talk such rot. Where'd you get that? That's good. That's enough. I
Messed it
doubt
up again.
Don't talk such rot. I won't fight you. That's great.
There we
I
go.
doubt it. That's great. How's it go again? What nonsense. That's I doubt it. I doubt it. That's really fun. Not now. I won't fight you.
That one was good.
You
Boom.
win this one. I doubt it. That's what nonsense. Don't waste your flattery on me. That's enough. That's real. I doubt it.
Up to 62. I can't do it anymore. Okay. For 16 gold, we can go up 11.
We understand each other perfectly.
There you go. Now,
That's very good.
what will you tell me about the Grey Fox?
Are you looking for him?
Interesting. No, I'm just curious about him.
He's a fairy tale.
Ah,
The Imperial Watch pretends there is a thief king named the... Are you looking for him?
yes, I want to work with him.
I think I trust you enough to tell you this secret. To learn more about the Grey Fox, go to the Garden of Deraloth at midnight. Look in the waterfront district of the Imperial City. I can say no more.
Quest added, finding the Thieves Guild. Nice.
Blessings of Archay upon ye.
That was worth our investment. Baker's food bag. Maybe drop a carrot in there. Southwest Wall Tower. Let's get back onto the street. Somehow we got turned around here.
They say syndicates of wizards have led a boycott of Imperial goods in the land of the Altmer.
The Altmer have powerful wizards. It could be a dangerous situation.
Good night.
Good day.
Fire and Steel. Here we go. Oh, it's closed right now. We can wait. It's 9 p.m. Been playing for 41 minutes though, so we've got to wrap it up. We'll handle this next time. So I want to thank you guys for joining me. Look at the lighting. Oh my gosh. Brilliant. FPS really dropping here.
Don't get too many folks passing through here these days.
How about that? They say that the priests and priestesses of the Chapel of Davella have all been murdered. No one even knows who did it.
Bye.
So I want to thank you guys for joining me. Hope you enjoyed, even with my raspy voice and all. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe. It greatly helps the channel. Also, quick PSA, if you want to be a huge help to the channel, you can become a member. Info and links are in the description. And we'll check out more of Chorrol next time, guys. We'll, look at that. Beautiful stained glass window. Arbor Watch. We'll talk to more peeps. We'll hit the Fire and Steel and maybe find a bed around here. If there's an inn somewhere. So I hope you'll join me for that. Checking out Chorrol. It's been awesome. There is Fighters Guild. And Mages
I
Guild.
could be wrong, but it seems to me there's something shady going on at the Oak Enclosure.
Do you think? I've never noticed anything.
Huh.
Hi.
Hello there.
The Chestnut Handy Stables now offers to protect your horse. Seems handy enough.
Go on.
Have you heard any word about the other provinces?
They say syndicates of wizards have led a boycott of Imperial goods.
So we'll tackle more of this next time. Standing out in the rain, getting wet. I don't know where the inn is, but we'll figure it out. Chorrol South Gate. Leading up to what looks like the castle. Ah, the Grey Mare. Probably get a room here. So we'll do that next time. And then continue our exploration. So until then, be well, live well, stay well. Much love, peace, and joy. And I will see y'all in the next one. Ta-ta. Ciao for now.